Alright, what is up YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about Fallout 76. We're going to talk about if it's worth getting into, if it's worth picking up. I have been on both sides of the argument for this game, and I am here to talk about what to expect. This is going to act sort of like a pseudo review, but do expect me to yap and stuff. So I'm just going to be talking about the game from my personal experience. If I'm missing some sort of details and stuff, feel free to add to the comments and stuff. This is mainly just to give players who have been hesitant about picking the game up, to get them to give them a try, because this game is fun. I enjoy it. Like I said, I picked it up about a year and a half ago, and I played it hard. Like right now on my main character, I am level 200 barely. This is a game that I've been wanting to try and get out there because it is such a good game. It is fun. Talking about something real quick, before we get into the rest of the what I have to say about Fallout 76. I was one of the players who was super happy to see the game just blow up after the Fallout TV show. It was so much fun, but I was also kind of not annoyed, but I was disappointed at the people gatekeeping Fallout 4 and New Vegas and stuff, Fallout 3 even. And I'm not even sure if I use the word right, but still, you know what I'm saying. They were directing other players who wanted to try Fallout 76 into those other games, and I am here to talk to the people who have been hesitant about picking up the game. I'm gonna be talking about what I experienced as a new player. I'm gonna summarize the story. I'm gonna talk about things that I like about the game, things that I don't like about the game. This might be pretty lengthy. We'll see. I hope the gameplay you see in the background is enough to kind of give you an idea of what to expect. I am going to be using sort of my new player account, so you're going to be seeing me level up, me go through certain things, maybe. And you have an idea of what I'm talking about, right? I might transition back and forth between my main account and the new character that my second playthrough, but we'll see, alright? So anyways, sorry, this intro was too long, but let's get on to the video. So to answer the question, is Fallout 76 worth it? Short answer, yes, pick it up. It is so much fun. If you're used to playing Fallout 4, it's kind of like that. I don't want to compare it exactly to Fallout 4, because a lot of things are better, but we'll get into that right now. So anyways, if you've been on the fence about it, right? Perfectly understandable. I used to be on the fence about it too. But I hit a point where I was missing playing Fallout because I love the game. I was getting hyped for the show. I didn't want to go back into Fallout 4 because it's the same story. I replayed the story maybe a lot of times, even with mods. I had fun. And I've always told my brother, imagine if this was Fallout Online. What if let's say you spawn in with your buddies, you can go around and do quests and stuff. And so my brother's well, try Fallout 76, and I'm nah. It's really buggy. It's a mess. It's like Fallout 4.5 or something. I'm not really a fan of it. And my brother would just give me a look. He wouldn't really argue about it. He'd just be look, you're falling for what people are telling you. Pick it up. I'm we'll see. So one day, it came on as a free game for PlayStation Plus. And I was oh shit, really? Fallout 76 is free for PlayStation Plus? What? He's yeah. I'm is it worth it? He's try it for yourself, man. If you don't like it, it's on you. What do you have to lose? I'm fuck it, why not? So I picked it up, and man, did I have a blast. Spawning in as a new player into a community like that, where the players, my brother did tell me, he's the players are really badass. He's they know the game is not buggy, not as buggy as it was at launch, but he knows the game does have its issues here and there. He's the game will crash, but aside from that, it's super cool. It's nothing bad. He told me that the devs have done a good job at not kicking you from your server if it just randomly boots you. You can join back in the team and stuff. And he says he told me that it's not as bad as I think it is to just give it a try. And I'm okay. So I went in with an open mind. And it started off as any other Fallout would. You leave. By the way, this is me summarizing the story. I'm not going to go into details. But essentially, you end up leaving the vaults. You go on a quest to find the Overseer. You have another quest to secure the nuclear silos. And along the way, you're fighting a plague that is spread all across Appalachia called the Scorched. Not going to go into detail about that. But the story is fun. It's entertaining. After a while, this is one of like the bad things that I kind of get annoyed with sometimes. It does get like annoying because like anybody you go to help will tell you this. Hey, I'm here to do this. Okay, but can you do this for me? And can you do this for me? Everybody wants something from you and it gets so annoying. Like it's fine for a while, right? But there's no like there's like it's all like it's repetitive. Like everybody like wants something from you. That's like probably the one thing I have. Like at first you're like, oh, I'm doing this, okay, fine, I understand what I have to do this, I have to understand what I have to do this, but now like you get into like the like really like repetitive stuff and you're kinda just like, oh my god, let me guess, you're gonna need me to do something for you. And that's probably the only thing I have with the quest, but that you start getting that feeling like later on, like towards the end. But for the most part, man, as I was running around through Appalachia, as I was enjoying my experience with my brother, because my brother would team with me. And this is one of the things I love about it. And if you're a new player or if you're like hesitant, you can team up with random players, and you can create different teams. You have like casual teams, you have teams for raids, you have teams for events. They each grant different bonuses. Me and him were in a casual bonus. We were in a casual team, so we got bonus intelligence. And if you're from the Fallout universe, you know that intelligence basically gets you more XP. So it would just be me and him. And my specific playthrough was fun because I had mixed level enemies for some reason. Usually, and you're gonna see this if you're playing like with yourself, the enemies that you're facing are similar to your level. You know, no. Well, me and my brother, because my brother was level 60 and I was level 1. I would be randomly going up against like level 30, level 40, level like things that were like above my level, and I was like, Ajax, I need your help me! I got like a legendary fucking super mutant on me, level whatever. Like I was like freaking out, right? And I would try and shoot him, I wouldn't do any damage to him. It was fun because it would give me a challenge to like I can go kill everything, but like there's some things that I would like struggle with. And I do have a couple of stories about it, but yeah, so starting out as a new player, man, the community is really good. As you're walking around, you're doing your quests, you will randomly have people just teleport to you or like close to your location, will go up and find you and leave you loot. They will leave you plans, recipes, they will leave you weapons that are modded out, like you name it, man. They're really helpful. The community is really fun, really badass, really cool. Like they know the game is, they know the game can be a mess sometimes, but they love it, and the community's been like really good. You don't run into any bad apples, you know. In my time playing it, right, and I'm talking about like in the like year and a half, because I have look, I don't know if you can hear this, like I made a script on like this. I've been wanting to get a review out, kind of, right, since December 13th, 2023. And when I picked up the game, it was in October of 2023. So I've been playing this for maybe a little over a year, little year and a half, maybe. I don't know. I've been playing for a while. And when I tell you the community is really good, man. Fun. Really giving people. You have people who will set up shops close to the vault so you can get stuff on the cheap. Stuff that you need. And just a good experience, man. It's fun, especially like around the holiday stuff. If you have plans, people are selling plans for cheap. Like if you don't have certain plans or you want like a certain mask from Fastnet or whatever, like people will hook it up. I'm not even joking. Like it is so cool. The community is just like badass. Honestly, I can't really complain too much about that. And that kind of really is what pulls you into the game. Like you realize how friendly people are, how willing they are, and then like as you're experiencing the game, you're going through your quests. The game is better enjoyed with friends. So like I had my brother play with me on my first playthrough. I had a lot of fun. We had a lot of silly moments. Oftentimes how me and him would roleplay would be where like I'd be running around, I'd be doing my own thing, he'd let me take point. He'd be like maybe like 20 meters or 30 meters behind me in a power suit with a fat man or a 50 cal just waiting to obliterate something if I start getting low health. You know, it was like my bodyguard. It was freaking fun, man. Plus, the mixed level enemies would always help him contribute, especially when I'd come into like random creatures that I've never seen before, which I'll talk to in a bit. I'll talk about in a bit. Um, we'd either be running for our lives or we're trying to like kill stuff together. You know, it's really fun. It was a fun experience. That first playthrough. I regret not bringing it to YouTube when all that stuff would happen because man, that playthrough was fun. I'm not even joking. Like I said, and also not only that, like the game. So as you're progressing, I'm talking about the quest now, right? So as you're progressing through the game, like, obviously the community is helping you out with leaving you loot that you need to survive. The quests are fun. You have different choices in dialogue. If you remember Battlefield's, but why did I say Battlefield? Jesus Christ, I don't know what I'm thinking about that game. If you remember Fallout 3, that kind of like chat system. If you remember Fallout 4, you have choices in your with your words, and they do affect the outcomes of the quest, and it is so much fun. Sometimes I'd be like really nice, sometimes I'd be really helpful, sometimes I'd be a mercenary, sometimes I'd just be an asshole. It was fun. Like the amount of choices you can make in the game, really cool, and it also really incentivizes you to like explore, you know. And it rewards you for exploring because I'm gonna get into something real quick, and you heard me mention this earlier. Um, you can earn plans and recipes to build stuff that you don't have, or like craft, and or like cook stuff that you don't have. You know, and the reason I bring that up is because so if you play Fallout, and that's why I tell you like it's Fallout 4, right? If you play Fallout 4 and you're used to the settlement building there, right? And that's one thing I love too. I love building my settlements. You have a smaller version of that in game in Fallout 76. It is called your camp. Um, I don't know if you'll see it around here. Maybe that's the first thing you see when I start hop on. Um, but like you have your own camp. It's your own home. You can earn blueprints on building stuff. Obviously, when you start like your game, you don't have much to build. You have like some wooden platforms, some concrete platforms, but other than that, you don't have a lot of resources for yourself. You know, you don't have a lot of plans. You need to go out and explore and discover blueprints. Not only that, the quests that you complete give you blueprints. Completing events get you blueprints. Not blueprints. I mean plans. That's the word, plans. And if you do other events, they'll give you recipes to make other stuff. And it is fun, man. Being able to craft your own base, your own camp for yourself, like your own home, anywhere in the world is just super good. It is so fun. Honestly, could not recommend it enough. Think of this. Let me put it to you in a way that like you understand. If you're like a Fallout 4 player, or a Fallout 3 player, or whatever Fallout, right? That you're into. Imagine you're running around, right? And I'm using Fallout 4 as an example, right? Let's say you're running around to what is the place called? The Green Diamond or the Diamond or that whatever that baseball stadium is. I forgot about the. Man, I haven't played that game in a while. Imagine you're running there, right? You start from whatever vault you leave. My God, it's been that long. Jesus Christ, I forgot the vault. Say you leave the vault and you head up towards the diamond, and along the way you are overcumbered or for whatever reason, and they have this in Fallout 76 by the way. It's not as burden. It's not a burden as it's not as much of a burden as you think. Let's say like on your way you start getting thirsty and hungry. You can kill animals, cook them, eat them. You can drink stuff. Like I said, that eating stuff that you don't even think about it when you play the game for real. But you need a place to like settle down. So you open your Pip-Boy, you press a button on your Pip-Boy, and you can bring up a camp and place it in where, and you have like a little home for yourself, you know. And you can keep it there, or you can move it around as much as you want, whatever works best for you. And yeah, having that in Fallout 76, it is so good, man. Sometimes I walk around and I'll look at people's bases and I'm like, wow, these guys are very creative. And the people who've been playing, they're like super long, right? I go back to the community who's like really good. They have some really insane builds for camps. And I think that ultimately is like the end game for like Fallout. It's just having the best looking camp. Because you have a lot of things you do in Fallout 76. Like I said, it's technically just Fallout Online and go team up with other players. There's not like PvP used to be like a bad thing, like from what I would hear at the start of the game, but now like they made it really hard for like people to like grief because that used to be like a thing. Like there is a PvP community out there for Fallout 76, but they're like really small and they're like in their own little corner. Everyone's just out doing their own thing, you know. Um, I was going to a point. I was making a point here. Um, I forgot. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry for that. Okay, we're talking about camps. Yeah, man. Some people just have some really like cracked out camps. I'm not even joking. Um, and not only that, right? So let's say going on to like another positive about the game, the vendors. There are used to be people that would screw you. Used to. Kind of still are. Sometimes you see some stuff that is overpriced. You're kind of just like, oh, that's not right. But I mean, it is what it is. To each their own. But the vendors are really helpful. Sometimes you're looking for a specific item. You see, you're hunting for plans you don't have. You can go into a player's camp, look into their vendor, and see what's up. And it is what it is. You know, you pay, if you have the caps, you purchase it. If you don't, pues ni modo. You gotta go find it out or look for someone else who has like a cheaper thing. You know. And that's pretty much how you earn more plans. You can earn certain weapons. Like I said, when you start, sometimes you'll have vendors close to the Wayward in Fallout 76, which is one of the first locations you go to when you spawn, like in the game, after you leave the vault. And they'll have things for like one cap or 10 caps or whatever, just depending on whatever level you're at, you know. Really good. It's really fun. And if you're grinding out like an event, or let's say you just missed an event, right? But someone got unlucky and got like a lot of amounts of like duplicates, they'll have them sold for like cheap, you know. It's really good. It's really fun. Let me look through this real quick. What else is enemies, man? The enemies are fun. So I touched up about certain creatures that I would run up against that would terrify me. I love all the cryptids that are in the game. You have the Wendigo, you have a Mothman. Recently, and when I say recently, I mean like this past year, they added a Blue Devil, they added the Ogre, they added the Jersey Devil. And man, when you're running or when you're walking around doing your own thing, and let's say a Blue Devil jumps you, you're terrified because that thing will. First off, let's say you're like beneath level 50, right? That thing will come after you and obliterate you. It is terrifying when you come up against a Blue Devil on your own, if you're not prepared. A Mothman too. A Mothman will catch you off guard and start attacking you, kind of like, "What's that? Oh my god, where's that? Where's it coming from?" And a Mothman is another thing too. Like, it's terrifying, and you have so many like awesome random encounters and really good, man. The world is like really fleshed out, you know. I haven't spoken about this, but moving on real quick before I get back to the enemies part. Oh, do I want to do that? No. We'll stick to the enemies. The enemies do also feel pretty good. Like there's a right amount of challenge up to a point. Like, cause you get to a point where like your biggest start is like level 100 enemies. But like as you're going through the ranks, getting your perk cards up, getting your builds. Enemies do remain challenging. They somewhat scale to you, but like I said, as you're leveling, and we'll talk about leveling after I'm done with enemies. Once you get to like level 50, it's pretty much easy. Enemies can't scale past level 50. They go to like 75, 100 and stuff. They're still more challenging, but nothing too crazy. Plus, you get the odd legendary, and I do love the legendaries. They don't spawn as much as they would in like a single player Fallout game, but Fallout 76 being what it is, the number of legendary stars you see on top of them indicates how strong they are. So like if you see a 1-star legendary, first off, a 1-star legendary is pretty good, but they're not gonna be as challenging, right? Level 2 legendary still be like, it depends on the enemy, right? It would still be kind of a challenge because it'll use more moves or it'll have more health or more armor, right? But if you see like a level 3 legendary, right? Let's say like a Blue Devil, right? Let's say you have a level 3 Blue Devil. He's using all his moves. He is very aggressive. He is very armored. He has a lot of health. He will knock you out. It is terrifying. Um, and level 3 legendary stuff used to be like the best, but more recent, if I'm not mistaken, this past update they added a raid. I haven't done it yet, but now you can get 4-star legendaries from it. But I haven't messed with it. I haven't touched it. I'm curious to see how that works. I wonder if they're gonna push to 5-star legendaries because I would love to see that. And right now, man, from where I'm at, they're looking to like up the game. They're reworking a lot of perk cards. They're reworking a lot of things to help optimize your builds a lot better. Because I guess they want to push harder content out, which I kind of hope they do. Because right now, where I'm at, personally, with Fallout 76, is where like, I'll hop on every update, do a couple of things, maybe play the battle pass. They do have a battle pass, by the way, but it's free, mostly. But we'll talk about that in a bit. I'll do the challenges for the battle pass if I like the rewards and kind of just see what's up, you know. And I'll just wait for like every update, you know. That's kind of where I'm at now because I've caught up with just about everything, and I have just about everything. Like I haven't done I'm still not strong enough to like do daily ops on my own. Because like I can do them on my own, but I'll die like every freaking second, and it's so annoying. And if I'm not good enough to do a daily up, I'm not good enough to do like a raid. So I'm kind of just chilling. I'm just doing events here and there, farming for plans, recipes, seeing what I can get, stuff like that, you know. But yeah, that's pretty much it about like the enemies and stuff. Moving on towards another favorite part of the game, leveling, dude. So level cap for the player is level 50. By then you should have your builds ready. You should have most of the perk cards ready. You do level up past 50, but it's just to spend your it's to unlock more perk cards and rank up the ones you have already, you know. And like how leveling works is from between levels 1 through 50, you select what part of your special, because they do have a special, you select what part of special you wanna add a point to, and then once you add a point to it, you can pick a perk that you may not have access to unlock it. And I think maybe like every 5 levels you get a perk pack, which gives you, what is it, like 3 random perks, and some could be used to rank up because you already have it, or some could be things you don't even have yet, you know. It's kind of like, I want to say a loot box, but you don't have to pay for these, you know. These are free. And leveling feels good. It's fun. The best way for me to level up is to just do events, do your daily quests, do your main quests. That'll help you out. Do challenges as well. And leveling feels pretty good. So on to the monetization. And I think this is the last thing I'm going to talk about before I end the video. Monetization, I'd say, is alright. I do have one problem though. In a sense that without Fallout First, your stash is limited to 1,200 carry capacity. Your stash. And that fills up quick if you're a hoarder with like junk and ammo and food and weapons. It adds up real quick, and I honestly feel like for someone who's trying to be like a free-to-play player, I feel like that is not enough. So personally, I would like to see the stash limit be increased for free-to-play players or people who don't have Fallout First, because Fallout First might not be an option that everyone wants to get. The people that I do see playing, I assume a lot of them have Fallout First. And essentially what Fallout First gives you, first off, it gives you, what, like 1,500 atoms every time you get built? Because it's a subscription, which I'm not entirely against. You don't need it, but like I'm not against, you know. It makes the game a lot more enjoyable. It's more convenient, honestly, for me. Because you have access to the scrap junk. So like all your scrap, all the stuff you collect, you can throw it in there, and it won't be added weight to your stash box, and it's unlimited capacity, right? Then you have the ammo box, not the ammo box, the ammo storage. that you can add whatever ammo you're not using, and store your ammo so you never run out. And that has an unlimited carry capacity. And obviously there are perks and stuff to help with what you're carrying and stuff, but for the most part, if you're not running around with Fallout First, your stash is very limited, and you have to be very smart with your inventory. Like if you don't use certain weapons, don't even bother touching them. Maybe you can add them to your vendor, but your vendor also has a limit of like 120 items you can sell. Which selling stuff is also good. It's a good way to earn caps. Should you have like stuff that people are looking for, and that's pretty much it, Fallout. And when I talked about the battle pass, when I say it's mostly free, it mostly is free. You don't need Fallout First for it. You can do the challenges, unlock the rewards, but I think in each page there's like an award for Fallout First members. That's what, like I said, like it's mostly free because it's like one atom on each page for specifically for like a Fallout First member. It's nothing bad. Atoms you can use, you can earn in game through completing challenges, and you can earn them in the battle pass as well, which is pretty cool. But if you want to unlock more like crazy stuff, like me, right? I have like a lot of like Nuka-Cola. I have a lot of certain bundles that I bought of the Fallout store. One with the free items that I get from being a Fallout First member, but I've also put money in the game because it's fun. Like for me, it's worth investing into it. Not a lot, right? I'm not like spending chingos of money like on it, but it's just like every now and again, should I have like extra money, and I'm like, you know what? I feel like I like this bundle. I like what I see. I'll purchase it and I'll add it to my camp. By the way, the camp stuff, it goes very in detail. Like it is. There's a lot of stuff that you think you can buy, but you can actually earn. It's pretty cool. It's very interesting, really fun. But the game is fun. Like I'm from the combat, which by the way, like I said, if you're used to Fallout 4, it feels like that, but more refined. I probably didn't touch upon the combat, did I? Yeah, the combat feels really good. It's more refined than Fallout 4. You don't need to use VATS, and VATS doesn't work like it does in single player Fallout games, which might feel weird at first, but once you get used to it, it's actually pretty cool. Because like time doesn't stop for you. All it does, VATS in Fallout 76, is it makes you more accurate. Obviously, whether you get a hit or not depends on your perception, but for the most part, I like the way VATS is done in Fallout 76. Because imagine if every time someone uses VATS, your whole world stops. It gets so annoying. So I like what they did with the VAT system here. Any other thing that I'm missing that I need to touch up on? Sorry, I'm thinking. I know I'm missing something. I just forgot. I don't know. It'll come to me. We'll see what's up. The combat does feel really good. You don't need to use VATS, like I said. You can just you can go first person ADS. You can shoot from third person. It is fun. One of the things that I love doing, right? Let's say I have a fat man. I like looking up at a scorch beast, pointing my fat man at it, hitting the crib button, and then firing and watching that mini nuke turn into a homing missile. It's freaking hilarious. It's fun, man. The game does have its fair share of bugs. It does have its fair share of crashes and stuff. But from what I've seen, most of it is not game breaking. And what the game does, if you're playing with your friends, let's say you're in a team and your game just randomly crashes, because it will crash. Like, not always, but it will happen. And sometimes with each update, something always breaks, so just expect that. But but Bethesda's been pretty good at like keeping the game running smoothly, as smooth as it can. Because the game will randomly just crash. Don't freak out. You're not gonna be disconnected from the world. What will happen is, let's say you completely crash. You report. Once again, I'm on the PS5. You log back in. and you're in a team, you're still in there with the team. You can join. The world will save a spot for you, and you can rejoin the world exactly where you were at, and you'll be good. There are some little dialogue bugs here and there where like they'll say something, and then you still back and you know how it's like a back and forth, right? They'll say something, then you will say something, then they will say something, but then like there's like a long silence of y'all just looking at each other, and they're doing the same animations as if they were still talking. And you're kind of just like, huh? Little things like that here and there, but for the most part, you're not gonna have any major issues with the game. And kind of just summarize everything that I just said. Revisiting the question, is Fallout 76 worth getting into at the start of 2025? My honest answer, 100% worth picking up. If you haven't touched the game, if you've been on the fence, and I have been on the other side of that fence, I've been there kind of like, I don't want to. Take it from someone who's been there. Pick up the game, have fun. It's Fallout Online. If you have some friends that want to play, hit them up. If you have friends that do play, hit them up. Have them guide you. Don't have them hold your hand all the way, right? But have them like back you up in certain missions and experience the game and enjoy it, man. This game is very well played with friends. It's the best experience ever, especially when you're running events or when you get jumped by super mutants or you find your own death claw or you name it, dude. Anything you can encounter, it's super fun. And playing by yourself also is fun too, man. The community is really good. If you're by yourself, like I said, the community will come and leave you stuff. They'll give you like a little gift bag, so you can survive, or they'll give you like leftover blueprints or something. It is really cool, man. The story's alright. The Brotherhood is in there. They're NPCs, by the way, if you don't know. Solid story. The combat feels pretty good too. It feels a lot more refined than Fallout 4. It makes me excited for the next Fallout game because I want to see what they do. If they do keep the online version of it, though I think I heard rumors that it's going to be a single player experience. We'll see. But I do like Fallout 76. The enemies are also, they're fun, they're good. And overall, man, it is worth checking out. If you don't believe me, I mean, take my word for it. Look at the gameplay in the background. Let me know what you think and pick it up, man. Like, what are y'all waiting for? Like, this game deserves so much love because it's gotten so much better. It has its hiccups, and the community, that the dedicated fan base that's there, myself included, man, what an experience. It's really fun, man, honestly. And if you ever need anything, man, the community is there to help. You can go around. People, if you're looking for something, you don't have it, the players, you go ask them and see what's up, and they'll more than likely help you out. They'll either help you find it, or they'll just so happen to drop a blueprint or whatever. You name it, dude. Let me tell you a story before, I end it, because I'm about to end it. This is dragged on too long. I'm sorry, but one more story. So, I was doing an event all on my own, and I was trying to grind getting the pepper shaker, which is essentially a minigun that shoots shotgun pellets. It's really interesting. It's fun. It's very devastating if you know how to mod it right? And I went to this guy. I was like, hey, man, do you have a blueprint for the pepper shaker or whatever? Like, I've been wanting it, and I really want to get it. He's like, hey, you know what? Actually, I got like a couple of legendaries that I'm not using. Do you want them? And I was like, I mean, sure. I'll pay for them if you want. You can put them in your vendor. I'll buy them. They're like, no. It'll be on me, dude. I got them. Like, we have a lot of them. I was like, really? He's like, yeah. The dude dropped me like a plasma pepper shaker. He dropped me a laser one. He dropped me a shotgun one. And I'm like, whoa, this dude. And it was just fun, man. I got the weapon I want. I don't use it as often, but man, it's fun. Stuff like that makes the game like all the worthwhile to checking in, honestly. Like, you have a lot of fun moments, a lot of experiences solo. But like I said, and I keep reiterating, this game is best experienced in a group setting. So if you have friends who have been playing it or who have been curious as you, try it out, man. Give it a try. Honestly, it's worth checking out. With that being said, I'm going to end it here. Sorry it's been so long, but I really, really wanted to get this out there. It's sort of a pseudo review, kind of, but it's more just me yapping about the game and how I feel about it and trying to get the word out there. I loved when Fallout 76 got like a lot of players because of the show. I'm a huge fan of the show. I loved it so much. I even for a while I had builds specifically for the show. You know, I only recently like erased them and made my builds again because they're reworking a lot of the perk cards. And I haven't even touched on the legendary perks, but that's something for you to experience on your own. Um, if y'all made it this far, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of Fallout 76. Let me know if you're worth trying. If I hope I was able to convince you, honestly. But let me know if you're gonna pick it up. Let me know what you think of the game. If you're a past player, what are your thoughts on it now? Seeing gameplay, like, let me know what you think. I want to see what's up, honestly. Like, I want to know like what's going on. And also, if you made it this far, thank you for your time. Feel free to subscribe. I have had a hard time kind of sticking to my upload schedule that is set, but I'm still dedicated. I'm trying to get the rhythm going. We are one away from 50 subscribers if I haven't hit it already, and I'm super excited for that. What else? Yeah, man, I'm going to be bringing shorts for Fallouts. They're gonna be called Fallout Adventures. They should be coming out exclusively as shorts. If I ever decide to get streaming or I get like a headset where I can like do live commentary, I will do more videos like that. I'm still waiting on the headset. Cause like I said, the mic that I use, it's just a mic. I need a headset to go with it. And the headset that I used to game with is like broken, but I mean that's a whole separate story. Anyways, I'm yapping. Sorry to take more of your time. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of the video. Let me know if you're thinking about picking up Fallout 76. Let me know if I convinced you. If you have any more questions or anything you want to talk about, let me know, man. I'm down to answer questions in the comments. I'm always here for feedback as well. And I'm on the road to 100 subscribers, so I hope we should get there by the end of the year. I'm gonna keep cranking out content. I'm gonna be cranking out shorts for Fallout, and those will be sporadic. If you haven't seen like my other video, my shorts are gonna be sporadic throughout the week. They're completely random. Whenever something epic happens, I'll upload it. But we'll see what's up. Should I get a mic for my? Should I get a headset for my mic? I will start letting you all know so I can start uploading like better content because I'm held back by that, honestly. But yeah, with that being said, like I said, I'm sorry, I'm dragging out the outro. I'm not doing it on purpose. I'm not good at goodbyes, you know. I'm gonna leave it there. Hope you all have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are around the world. And I will catch you all next time. Peace.